Toma Valley from programtom.com/dev here, and in this episode I'm going to point out 3 ways one could develop software. I mean 3 types of tools and applications. Basically, the most far away from the mere software development approach is to code something for end users, for non-technical people, for clients, not for other businesses, but for clients, for non-technical individual. And while doing this, especially nowadays with apps, with the evolution of programming in microservices on the back end and in multiple apps on the front end, and uh, things get repetitive at one point, and one should stop repeating uh, re- uh, the repeating task for himself and go into um, programming for the long term. So basically, um, the second level is extracting components from the software development from multiple projects and making libraries around that are used in cross applications, in multiple applications. For example, I'm currently fine-tuning Java Bootstrap wedding components. These are Bootstrap CSS components, and I'm using them in wedding apps and in multiple projects. Very similarly, a company that I've worked for uh, did extract the widgets that are repetitive in a package. So this way, these components could be used in multiple projects, and some basic items could be coded very fast. The framework, the Vadin backend framework, and the Flutter SDK offer basic items like buttons, text, list view, and like you see all these dialogues. And basically, mm, um, these components are open for styling, but they do not take into account the aspects of different states. So basically, every UI has loaded state, loading state, error state, and yeah, and full state, state with some data. So it's very common to have libraries that expose these type of 4 parameters when the styling is cross project, and basically this way implementing some UI is getting faster by just passing the data and not needing to code and customize everything by yourself. And yeah, these basic components speed up development of projects. But one other thing is to bootstrap a new project fast. So basically, on the Flutter side, the company I've worked for has a CLI and also IntelliJ plugin that speeds up creating new features within these generated projects. And basically, with such tools, one could speed up getting new projects out. And what I've coded personally in this aspect is code generator app builder mm, tool. It is available in my blog. It is a builder code generator tool, and yeah, it could be downloaded and executed and started from your computer with Docker Compose MySQL database, and all of this you could use some generators that I've coded, and you could wire up your own. There is some documentations left to how to get things done, but basically you have code provider settings where you could generate new projects, and you could test out your generators, your settings for code provider. So you could generate items and generate code that you could start using it directly. Basically, what brings long-term value from a software development perspective on the higher level is bootstrapping new projects, new apps fast. On the second level is within the apps uh, to make it very fast to add new screen, add new functionality within the screen, and this is done with the with intelligent with IDE plugins, or with Mason Box in the case of Flutter, or with some types of wizards, or in my case with generators based on the models. Basically, all this code is generated based on the data model, and I've implemented, especially for Vaadin Spring Boot applications, I've implemented list view, attdit, Spring Service, and Spring Repository code generators, and I've integrated this in the plugin that I have published. As I said, I have still some to do, but basically you could download and package this, and this will work with the code generator that you could potentially buy from me. And basically, on the higher level is getting new apps and projects out fast. Next is some building blocks within the screens, or the function adding faster functionality, and on the lower layer, one layer below, working in IDE, in integrated development environment, are libraries that could be reused across multiple projects, and the most non-concrete items are the projects themselves, but these are the projects that are actually useful for other people and not for the developer himself. So basically, some startups exists that try to serve other developers, and yeah, tools like that are often targeting other developers, but what brings the most value is targeting non-developers. So everybody with a simple phone, simple computer could use some software without technical knowledge, and basically this is the most non-long-term software development from a developer point of view, but this is the thing that will bring value to others. So it is a scale of things, what to code and how long term an item will be. So basically, what I'm trying to focus basically is building the project generator and also integrating code generator within the IDE and generating. And I'm currently improving a library that is reused across projects, and it is done onto end applications that have some concrete business logic that is not concrete to any tool. And probably other thing that is a long term is having a CI/CD. I have personally have on local machine and on my server Jenkins, and when I'm publishing some product, when I'm when I have some changes, I push to my repository. I have Git hooks that call CI, executing tests, validating the code coverage, and after it is successful, I have also scripts that are also part of the projects that are executed, and they package and deploy my applications. And basically, delegating, putting into scripts all the manual work is one great thing that is a long term and could save you time in the future. So it is challenging to think about long term software development and to stop repeating yourself.